in the Havana harbor in 1898, dragging the U.S. into the Spanish-American War. In 1962, a Pentagon plan called Operation Northwoods was hatched for the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, to commit acts of terrorism against U.S. citizens to be blamed on Cuba in order to justify an invasion of that country.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
In 1964, we're just running down the resume of what these people do in order to get themselves involved in war.
Yes, sir.
In 1964, the White House committed material representations. Material misrepresentations. Let me translate that. A lie.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
They committed material misrepresentations of the truth of what was known as the Gulf of Tonkin incident in order to goad Congress into authorizing war with Vietnam. And of course, the convincing dramatizations of the yellow cake uranium and non-existent weapons of mass destruction were used to justify the U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003.
That's right. That's
now,
right.
this is just a litany of incidences where it's been proven that the U.S. government forces orchestrate false flag operations in order to get the country into war.
Yes, sir.
Now, this particular conflict, I have to say, is extremely dangerous.
Yes, sir. Go ahead with it. Come on.
Because, and you know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has been warning presidents, not just Trump, but for as long as I can remember, he's been warning presidents against going into these unwarranted wars.
That's right.
That they would cause and stimulate the dreaded war of Armageddon,
yes, sir,
that we read about in the scriptures.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Now, Armageddon is a concept. It means armies gathered together for the doom.
That's right.
It's the dreaded war.
Yeah. That's right.
And so all over the earth, we hear about these rumors, these wars and these rumors of wars. And man, Donald Trump is front and center. Now, what they did recently, just a couple of days ago, was the Iranians shot down a drone.
Yeah, go ahead.
Flying over their airspace.
That's right.
Which they have every right to do.
Yeah.
That's right.
You fly that drone over my country, I'm shooting it down.
Yeah, that's right.
And so they did that. And so Donald Trump, you know, posturing like he always does, he called for military strikes against Iran.
That's right.
They got the planes in the air, and then he called it back.
Yeah.
Now, it was foolish for him to put the planes in the air in the first place, but it was actually wise of him to call them back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness. You can't go to war because a country destroys a piece of machinery.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, I can't. You tear up my car, so I go kill your whole family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, brother.
I mean, that's what it's akin to.
Yeah.
But this is the mind of the people who we dealing with.
Yeah.
They are constantly at war. They were made to go to war
Yes, sir.
against the original man,
Yeah.
if you understand. That's what they were made for. They really can't help themselves.
That's right.
You know, that's why we call him the devil. Y'all know what a devil is, right? A devil, by definition, we're gonna dispel the myths of what a devil, that there's a devil in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And he's got some red pantyhose on and some horns and a goatee.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pitchfork.
Yeah.
And you're gonna burn forever and ever and ever. No. A devil, brothers and sisters, is simply one who creates mischief
Yes, sir.
and causes the shedding of blood.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what a devil is,
Yes, sir.
by definition.
Yes, sir.
That's what these people have been doing, ever since they were brought into existence.
That's right.
Ever since they were made, they have been making devilish men because they are devils.
Yes, sir.
So, we're in a space where they're talking about going to war again. Now, it's always about whenever you gotta study the white man too, because whenever they're talking about war, there's always a strategic advantage. There's always some material wealth to be gained.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Like, they don't fight against people who don't have nothing.
That's right.
That's right, sir.
I mean, straight up, there's no such thing as a moral war when it comes to the white man.
Yeah.
He only
Yeah.
fights for money, oil,
That's right.
natural gas,
That's right.
gold,
Go ahead.
uranium, plutonium,
Go ahead.
you name it. If you got something that we want, we'll go to war to
That's
get it.
right.
Yeah.
That's the way that they get down. Don't get it twisted. Oh, the Iranian regime is anti this and blah 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 and totalitarian and what?
Yeah.
And they're such hypocrites because they always talk about how other governments do this and that against their people,
Yeah.
and yet here we are.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Here we are. 400 plus years been being abused, misused, murdered, killed, hung, lynched, raped, burned.
Yes,
I mean, damn.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
But y'all talking about other nations committing atrocities against their own people?
Yes, sir.
When we have been treated worse than any other human being to ever exist on the earth.
Yes, yes.
That's right.
And then they don't want to acknowledge it, and they certainly don't want to repair it.
That's right. That's right.
Which brings us to
Go ahead.
reparations.
Go ahead.
Let's go. Cut the check.
Which brings us to reparations. Because look, y'all know that they had some hearings on reparations this week as well. It's been a big news week.
Yes, sir.
They call them hearings. And let's be clear. It's not a hearing on how much money to give us or...
Come on. Come on.
It was a hearing to establish a 13-member study
Yeah.
on reparations.
On reparations. Yeah.
Now what the hell is that?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What the hell is that? And they brought out some of the most milquetoast,
Come on.
Yeah.
butter biscuit eating,
Yeah.
chicken around the
Yeah.
back
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Negroes that you ever want to see to
Yeah.
talk about reparations.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was unbelievable. I mean, it was so ridiculous, man. I just turned the TV off. Like, I can't watch this. I can't watch this. I mean, it was just terrible. They brought out in the news, I want to show you this young man. This is another devil. This is Dumb Devil Day at Denver.
Yeah, go ahead, go
State
ahead.
Group. This is Senator Mitch McConnell, who's the senator, Republican senator from Kentucky. And when asked about reparations, this dude said that, and I don't even have his quote, but he said, what he said was so asinine, it was easy for me to remember. He said, with regards to the original sin of slavery, we've done quite enough with civil rights legislation.
Yeah, that's what
especially
he said.
this 1964 Voting Rights Act.
Yeah.
And then he said, and we also gave y'all a black president.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're paid in full.
It's done. We're done.
Yeah.
We gave you niggas a black president.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, how ridiculous is this on its
Yes.
face? Because what he's really doing is he's really telling on this whole system of racism, white supremacy by saying that. And what I mean by that is we're supposed to live in a democracy, right? To where you vote and the majority elects the president, it elects the leadership. Is that right? That's what we are told that we believe. So on its face, what he's saying is false, because if the people voted, that's who gave us Barack Obama, not white folks.
Come on now.
Are y'all following me?
Yes, sir.
But the reality is, he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah,
With
go
regards
ahead.
to, I'm gonna just be quite honest with you. With regards to, we gave y'all a black president. Did y'all know that Barack Obama was selected before he was
Come on now.
elected?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What?
Oh yeah. And sister, this is important when we talk about democracy. Because we don't live in a democracy. I know they say it's a democracy, but it's not. The actual system that we live under, officially, is a democratic republic.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Which means you don't vote for your president and the majority elects the president. That's not what happened. Because if that were true, then Hillary Clinton would be the
Come on
president
now.
right now.
Speak true.
That's right.
That's right. Speak true.
Because she beat Donald Trump by about 2 million, 3 million votes.
That's right.
That's right.
But she's not the president, he is.
Come on.
Yeah.
And it is because in a democratic republic, this is our civics lesson for today, you don't vote one man, one vote, your candidate. No, you vote for representatives
Yeah, that's right.
who are then supposed to be your voice
That's right.
in the government.
That's right.
That's right.
See, as a senator, he is a representative.
That's right.
In America, you have, in the presidential election, instead of one man, one vote, that candidate wins. No, you have electors in each state
That's right.
that make up what is called the electoral college.
That's right.
So it depends upon those electors. They determine who the actual president is going to
Yeah.
be.
Mm-hmm.
But you and I, are there any electors in the audience?
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, y'all might have electoral college card in your wallet. I don't know. But you and I, we don't elect the president. They do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Say, we don't know who the electors is, but I guarantee you,
Either.
he does.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
right.
Come on.
That's right.
I guarantee you
Come
that.
on. Yes, sir.
And so, he really is exposing the whole thing that is this farce called the electoral system of the United States of America. But his thing was, black president's enough.
Yeah, that's
Come
what
on.
he said.
A black president is enough.
That's what he said.
Come on. Expose them.
But the reality is, hell nah, ain't no black president enough. You know what I'm saying? A black president of white folks doing white folks bidding? Hell to the no. We not going for that. Here's the thing, family. We have been lulled to sleep
Come on.
in a system that really don't care anything about us.
Amen. You're right.
And what happens when you come into the Nation of Islam is we begin to learn and recognize who we truly are,
That's right.
Come on.
who God is,
That's
Yes,
right.
yes,
who
yes.
the devil is.
That's right.
Yes.
And so we are no longer fooled by
Yes,
the
yes.
system of racism and white supremacy
Yes.
that is everything that we see around us.
Come on.
Right.
And so we openly are against it all of the time. And so people will come up on the Muslims and say, man, y'all got a negative outlet. Y'all got a negative outlet. Like, really? Have you looked around?
Yeah.
Come on.
Have you really looked at what's really going on?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
When we come into the Nation of Islam, we're given lessons.
That's right.
We have a book of supreme wisdom,
Yep.
right? And the supreme wisdom is designed to get us to think more mathematically. But it's also designed in a way for us to be able to recognize our enemy, to recognize the snares and the traps that the enemy has laid,
Yes,
to
sir.
recognize the time, what must be done, and how we can get ourselves mathematically out of this
Yes,
situation.
sir. That's right.
So we have an English lesson that's number C1. I didn't bring my supreme wisdom with me. But it starts out, and let me say this about this particular lesson. It's a lesson that the sisters in the MGT, and the sisters could correct me if I'm wrong, are told to read to their children as a bedtime story.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
And the idea is, again, teaching your children their true history.
Yes. That's right. Yes.
Knowledge,
Yes.
how to come out of the situation, the things that you're going to be confronted with as you grow.
That's right.
You already know it because
Yeah.
you've been taught this as a baby.
That's right.
And it's also to get us away from the devil's nursery rhymes
That's right.
and bedtime
Yeah.
stories.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
And when you think about it, it's really good because the devil's nursery rhymes are horrific.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Jackie G.
Right, Jack and Jill went up a hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Humpty
Dumpty.
Dumpty.
Humpty on the wall.
Sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible. Hickory Dickory Dock.
Yeah.
The mouse ran up the clock.
Yeah.
Let black people have some mice in their house, man. Ain't no nursery rhymes, man. We're not even sleeping in that house till we get rid of them mice.
Yeah.
But the English lesson number C1, it talks about how my name is W.F. Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Teaching us about the founder.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody have a copy of that?
I came to North America
By myself. We love the devil because the devil gives us nothing.
That's right.
That's serious.
The brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam, Minister Farrakhan, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, others will say, man, we need to separate from
That's
these people.
right. That's
And black
right.
people are like, oh, we don't want to separate from them.
Come on.
That's right.
I'm American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you
That's
say that?
That's
Because
right.
the devil gives you nothing.
That's right.
Come on. Speak truth.
Zero.
We say the white man's the devil. You be like, oh, no, not all white people. What about Susie and Biff
Yes, sir.
and Bill and
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Come
They're
on.
not devils.
My friend.
Why do you love them? Because they give you nothing. And it's the same way, brothers and sisters, in our relationships, man. You ever been in a relationship with somebody who ain't no damn good?
Come on.
Anybody been in a relationship like that, right?
Not gonna raise your hand, no.
I'm raising my hand. I'm gonna raise my hand.
I got to.
Tell the truth, Shane.
And everybody, and your mama, sister should be like, why are you with
That's
that
right.
man?
That's right.
He don't do nothing for you.
Come on, because I love him.
You be like, I love him.
Come on.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
And it's the same way with us brothers. We not immune. We
Come on
sprung.
now.
Our nose is wide open,
Come on.
so wide open they can drive a Mack truck through it. Come on. And your mom be like, well, why are you with that little fast ass little girl? Excuse my French. And you be like, I love her, mama. Because she gives you nothing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on now.
Oh my goodness. It's a psychological trick.
That's right.
Look, when they brought us here, I told you that we were brought here in 1555, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that the ship was called Jesus?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
It's the first slave ship that they brought
Yes,
us.
that's right.
And you could go to Ghana and in those slave castles, and there's records of it. It was called
Yeah.
Jesus of Lubeck.
That's right.
And they dropped us off. And of course, ever since then, we have been longing for Jesus.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Think about this, man. This is a psychological
Come on.
trick.
That's
Come
right.
on.
That's right.
Then they taught us because the ship that brought us was Jesus, so we thinking that's the only way that we can get back home
Yeah,
is
that's
through
right.
Jesus.
That's right.
Speak true.
But then once they got here, they gave us a fella who looked like this,
Come on now.
and they said,
Who the heck is that?
Yeah.
"This is Jesus."
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what they gave us.
This is a cold psychological trick, brothers and sisters. This is what's been going on.
That's
Yeah.
right. Come on. Speak true. Wait.
So they say this is Jesus. He the one only one who can get us back home
Come on.
subconsciously. You know what our ancestors experienced, we can experience on a cellular level.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, brother.
The suffering, the pain, we can relate to that on a cellular level because they are us and we are them.
Come on.
That's right.
Go
And so we're longing for Jesus, man. And when we hear his name, we love Jesus. Black people love Jesus.
Come on now.
White Jesus.
But the Jesus that they gave us nothing.
That's right.
Come on,
Speak
G,
true.
G, G. Come on,
Come
come
on.
on.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Mitch McConnell says we don't need no reparations.
That's what he said.
We don't need no reparations. Y'all got Obama.
Cut the check.
But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan,
Come on.
and how many got to see our beloved, beautiful minister on yesterday?
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and we should definitely be able to, is that on NOI.org, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you didn't see it yesterday, please go and see it because the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was at the NCOBRA conference on yesterday where they were talking about reparations. And this was the real reparations hearing
Yes, sir.
as opposed to that mess that they had on the
Right.
news the other day.
Right.
And, you know, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did an address in 1990 at the Omni in Atlanta
That's right.
called Add It Up.
Add it up.
That's right. Yeah.
See, we've been talking about reparations for a long time.
Yes, sir. That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? All these new jacks coming out talking about, you know, I mean, they was on some real craziness.
Come on, man. Yes, sir.
They was on some real,
Yeah.
That's right. It was.
Real crazy.
I mean, some real Conan.
Cool.
I mean, I'm looking at these brothers and sisters on here, and I'm like, where did they find these niggas?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to talk disparagingly about my people, but it's like, damn, where did they find these Negroes?
Yeah, that's
To get
right.
up here and be so soft
Come on, man.
about reparations.
Yeah, that's right.
We talking about repairing a people
Playing like
who you have totally destroyed.
Yeah, that's right.
And you need to have have hearings on whether or not you want to conduct a study on whether or not we should examine reparations.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on, man.
That kid have to study.
Oxymoron. Don't make sense.
I mean, let's just examine it. Like, what? And these Negroes is yes, well, you got to do it. And I'm like, what the hell?
We need it.
Sickening.
Yes, sir.
Like, man, how can you? And there was one bright spot. Brother Ahmad didn't like her, but I liked Julianne Malveaux. Yeah, She got at him, man. She was like, man, I can't get with these kumbaya brothers over here.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
You know, it took a black woman to stand up, right?
Yeah.
She said, I can't get with these kumbaya brothers over here, man. She got straight to it. She said, we need to talk about the economic disparities
Come on, son.
that were caused by the transatlantic slave
Come on, son.
trade,
Yeah.
slavery, Jim Crow, redlining,
Yeah.
the prison
Come on.
industrial complex.
Yeah.
She ran it down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But they was on some old BS. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked a question yesterday. He said, he asked us, do you think
Come on.
that the enemy
Come on.
can repair us?
Come on.
Good
Go
question.
ahead.
That was a hell of a question.
That's a
Sure
good
is.
question.
That was,
There's a
man,
lot of
I
people
said,
believe it.
wow. And of course, the answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Only God can repair us.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
right.
right. That God.
Only God
Yes,
can
sir.
repair us.
Yes, sir.
But
But
they still owe us.
That's right.
That's right.
And we still have to ask for reparatory justice.
That's right.
How can you not? You dishonor yourself by not asking for it.
come on.
That's right.
You disrespect yourself by not asking for it. See, Mitch McConnell is just a disrespectful devil.
That's all.
He don't value black life.
That's
That's
right.
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 So he could say, nah, y'all's reparations was legislation in Obama.
Come on.
You know, and that's real white of him to say.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what them Negroes they had on the reparations hearing was saying. They were doing all sorts of white speak and
Yeah, that's right.
nigger babble.
That's right.
But they wasn't saying nothing.
That's right.
Good love.
You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
But if the question has to be asked, if we were here from 1555 and we were so-called emancipated, proclamated in 1865 by Master Lincoln, you got 310 years worth of free labor.
That's right. Free.
Free!
That's right.
So you got hundreds of thousands or millions of people working for free, building America, building the financial
That's right.
institution,
That's right.
building the infrastructure.
Yes, sir.
Add it up.
Add it up. How much do you owe?
Yeah.
If I got everybody in this room, and I'm just a wicked demon, and I make y'all work for me, and I say we produce, I don't know,
Corn.
let's say
Couple of trillion.
well, everybody like weed. So I just got y'all
Marijuana.
selling weed.
There we go. Son, we-
Yeah, that's what we in Colorado we relate
Go
to.
ahead. Go ahead.
I got y'all harvesting and planting and
Flipping.
selling and flipping and I don't even know how much it is an ounce. Anybody? No, y'all don't tell me. Looking at y'all different. But I got you working for me for a solid month.
Come on.
Everybody in this room, there's 20 people in here. And I don't pay you, but I produce everything that amount of weed and that amount of labor can produce. How am I looking within that month?
Good.
Great.
I'm talking.
I'm
Great.
looking pretty damn good.
Millions.
Yeah.
I'm looking pretty damn good.
Millions.
Yeah.
1 month!
Yes, sir.
And you're talking about 310 years.
Come on, bro. Add it up.
And I don't have, and you're not working from 9 to 5 either.
Mm-mm.
You working from can't see
Can't see.
to can't see.
Can't
That's
see.
a long, man, that's a long day.
More than 12 hours.
And I do that for 310 years.
Come on.
Yeah.
I build everything.
Yeah.
And you got all of these businesses, banks that are 200 and 300-year-old institutions that are all tied to slavery.
Invested in it. Yes,
That's how they got
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
And the owners and the families are all multimillionaires and billionaires.
Yeah.
But you say that you don't owe us anything?
Come on. That's a dang lie.
I was watching 9 News the other morning, just as an illustration, and they did a survey as to how many people thought that blacks deserve reparations. This was on 9 News.
Mm-hmm.
And would you vote to give black people reparations? And 90% said no.
Yeah, that's right.
90%!
Yeah.
How much they think?
And you know, I was trying to get on the poll, you know what I'm saying, at least put my little vote in. I couldn't even find the poll. But 90% said no.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, this is very interesting. This is very telling.
Yes, sir.
Because we don't see things the same
Come on.
That's right.
as blacks and whites in this
That's
country.
right.
That's right.
They don't value black people at all.
And that's in their nature. Period.
They don't value black people
Period.
at all.
Zero.
Value their dogs.
Come on, sir.
Which goes back to wars and rumors of wars.
Come on, sir.
Which goes back to all of the instances of police brutality, right?
Yes, sir.
All of these brothers and sisters dying at the hands of police who are supposed to serve and protect them, right? If we're citizens, but we're not. They don't value black life.
That's
Come on,
right.
That's right.
That's right.
It speaks to all of the times where they do murder us and these police get off. They might get a week off,
Yeah.
with pay, administrative
With pay,
10
leave,
days.
but they right back at work.
That's right.
That's true.
Paid.
Paid.
You right, brother. Paid.
Truth.
They don't value black life.
That's
Mitch
right.
McConnell don't value black life.
That's right.
That's right.
He's supposed to be your representative. Here's another thing that this devil said, Mitch McConnell. You gotta know who you're dealing with.
Come on now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know Puerto Rico is an island.
Yes, sir.
Sits off the coast of America, about 90 miles or something like that. But it is an American territory.
That's right.
That's right.
Keep that in mind. It holds about 4 million black and brown people who are all United States citizens.
That's
That's
right.
right.
They, along with the District of Columbia, which is a majority black city or district, because it's not a city, are vying for representation in the Congress. Mitch McConnell says, no, they don't need no representation.
Come on.
Now let me tell you why that's important and why that shows you that he doesn't value black life and that most white politicians don't.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
The Declaration of Independence, which is the founding document that launched America into existence.
Come on.
The first statement that the founding fathers made was that taxation without representation is tyranny.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's right.
Remember what he said? That's what he said.
That's what they built this whole thing on.
Yes.
That's right.
So what that's saying is, as a citizen, if they tax you, you have to be represented in government. Otherwise, you have a right to rebel against the government.
Yeah, that's
Come
right.
on. Teach us.
That's right.
So in Puerto Rico, you got 4 million citizens.
That's right.
Yeah.
They are actual citizens. They vote in American elections.
That's
they can
right.
vote for the president. But as long as they're on the island, they don't have any representation. Remember I said we're not a democracy,
Right.
we're a democratic republic.
Right.
So if you don't have any congresspersons or if you don't have any senators, then you don't have any representation to represent your interests in government.
Think for
So
yourself.
you're essentially being taxed without representation.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Go ahead.
But he said they don't need none.
That's right.
We don't want to give him none. Nor do we want to get a District of Columbia any, because that will change the face of Congress.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We don't value them niggas over there on that island.
Right.
They don't count.
0.
We don't value them niggas in D.C.
Yeah.
They don't count.
Come on.
Even though that's the seat of government,
Yes,
the
sir.
majority of the citizens are black.
Black.
We don't want to give them no representation.
Yes, sir.
That would change what happens. That would change what happens with regards to what a President Trump is able to do while he's in government. See, the Congress is supposed to check the executive branch. You understand what I'm saying?